Forum being brought to you today by Banner Payson Medical Center, ITD Group Computer Services, George Henry Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, and at your service, Cleaning and Tree Service. Well, it's 4.5 minutes past 9 o'clock, 57 degrees on a finally Friday morning. And what makes it fine? Well, it's that time again. With opinions about movies that they've seen and even opinions about movies they haven't seen, it's your hometown movie guys in the studio, Tina, Craig, and Andy. And hey, it's Friday, time to talk movies for a little bit. We got more coming up later in the hour, but we got to talk movies right now because that's important stuff. Tina, how you doing this morning?
I'm great, and happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to you.
all of those mothers out there.
Yeah, all those mothers that are kind of out there.
Yeah, out there.
It's all good. We have, of course, Mother's Day coming up on Sunday. Going to talk a little bit about mothers in the movies today, but need to start out talking about what's going on at the Sawmill Theaters this week. And starting today, Pokemon Detective Pikachu. Excuse me, Pikachu. Anyway, it's a special Pikachu card with each ticket while supplies last. Plays at 1, 4, and 7, and the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock showings are both in 2D and 3D. And Craig, is this expected to be? I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are into this Pokemon.
Yeah, you know, it really is. It's kind of a phenomenon. I guess you have to say.
We were just talking before the show today that some of those Pokemon cards are collectible, and people are paying some amazingly crazy numbers.
Yeah. Some of these cards really are very collectible. We'll be passing those out. We've got 300-400 sets of them right now. We'll be passing out, so the first few hundred people that come in will get those.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's gotten okay reviews. It's Ryan Reynolds doing the voice of Detective Pikachu. It looks fun. It's like you said, it's a PG-rated thing.
Good for the kids.
Looks good for everyone. And
is this one of these that they have, some little interesting one-liners and stuff that adults may get a bang out of as well?
You know, I think I have not seen it yet, but it does look like it's got a little bit more. It's not just straight for the young ones.
Right.
A little bit of something there for everybody, but it looks interesting, and visually. Andy, how much did they spend on this thing?
$150 million.
Gosh, every time I think I've been surprised enough, yet there's more.
Yeah, on a Pokemon movie. So
yeah, 150 million, and so they're going to have to make like 500 million to be able to really hit some kind of return on investment. Right?
and they might. I mean, who knows? Sometimes these things just really take off.
Wow. How many of these have they made? Do we know?
Pokemon movies? I don't know.
I know there was at least one other one.
Yeah. So, well, they must have made some money on that to be willing to spend 100 and some million on this one.
Yeah, 66% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, so that's good. And
does that make it 33% stale?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Or rotten.
Rotten.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds in it, of course. Ben Watanabe, who is an Oscar nominee. So a couple of very reputable actors. And also Bill Nighy. Bill Nighy's been in a couple of my very, very favorite movies, in both times playing a dad. So I don't know if you guys remember About Time, just a very, very charming movie with Rachel McAdams. Very warm, very heart-tugging sort of a thing. And in one scene in this, Bill Nighy plays the dad, and it involves a family curse that runs through the male line in the family, where the boys in the family can reverse time. And as he's ill and about to die, Bill Nighy and his son go back to a time when the son was 6 or something, and they spend the day at the beach. So they reverse time, they go back and relive that, the few hours there, and boy, that just made me cry. And he also played the dad in Shaun of the Dead, arguably the greatest zombie movie of all time. So Bill Nighy, folks, plays a good dad.
And if you're thinking about taking the kids down and seeing Pokemon Detective Pikachu, It's about in a world where people collect Pokemon to do battle, a boy comes across an intelligent, talking Pikachu who seeks to be a detective. Also taking place, The Intruder still playing at the Sawmill Theater. How's this been doing so far, Craig?
So-so.
Yeah?
This one, critics weren't real kind to this one, and it's kind of had a like response from the public.
Right. And a young couple buy a beautiful house, but the man they bought it from refuses to let go of the property. It's rated PG-13, plays at 1:15, 4:15, and 7:15. Also, Avengers Endgame, of course, still playing, and that plays at 1:30 and 6:30. Both of those play in both 2D and 3D. After the devastating events of Avengers Infinity War back in 2018, the universe is in ruins. With the help of remaining allies, the Avengers assemble one more time in order to undo Thanos, or whatever his name is, and his actions and restore order to the universe. How's this been doing at the box office? As though that's my rhetorical question for the
Sure,
day.
yeah, it's up over 2 billion worldwide now.
You know, and it was over internationally and everything worldwide. It was over $1 billion in its first weekend.
First week, yes.
And so now it's been 2 weeks, and now it's 2 billion.
Just passed up Titanic
Wow.
for number 2 all time.
Wow.
So it's just got Avatar that's still
And there's
sitting up there.
people thinking it's going to beat that too, probably.
Yeah, it's going to get real close anyway if it doesn't pass it up.
All right, so now, if I remember correctly, and I often don't, Andy, you said that you laughed, you cried, you saw God or something like that when you saw this movie, didn't you?
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know about seeing God, but I saw Thanos.
Yeah, oh, the other end of the spectrum, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
It's very touching. You know, we now we've been with these characters for 11 years, and when at the end of the previous Avengers movie, Thanos snapped his fingers and wiped out every second person in the galaxy, including people on other planets and whatnot.
Right.
And a lot of the people that got snuffed were people that were our faves. Spider-Man, for instance. Spider-Man went away. Just
I never liked spiders.
Nick Fury just dissolved into ash. It's terrible.
You're
terrible stuff.
melting me.
Oh, well, it's a different movie.
Different movie, yeah. So, and the people that survived, of course, they had their loved ones. In many cases, did not survive the catastrophe.
Right.
So it's really sad. And the actors, these are not just some chumps that they find working at Speedy Mart in Hollywood. These are
Nothing
these
against Speedy Mart.
No, these are really terrific actors. There are about 20 actors in this movie have either gotten Academy Awards or been nominated for Academy
These are
Awards.
top flight folks.
Yeah, so when you see them on the screen and they're regretting the death of their wife or their child or someone close to them, they're capable. The actors are capable of projecting that emotion. And I had to wear long sleeves
Wow.
so I could wipe my eyes. It was
Sniff, sniff.
yeah, no, it was really moving. And of course, there's all kinds of the other special effects kind of things that we want in an Avenger movie. But it was really moving.
And Tina, have you seen this movie yet?
No.
Intentionally, no.
I saw Blazing Saddles.
Oh, and I wanted to be there. Had to go down to the valley. Sorry we missed that. How was the turnout for the classic movie Saturday
It
last
was
week?
good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Blazing Saddles on the big screen. I bet you everybody was just rolling in the aisles.
They were, except that it seems like some of it is dated, and those of us who are older got the jokes, but some of the younger people.
Younger people are going, huh?
What? Yeah.
Well, that's the price you got to pay if you want to be young.
Yeah.
So that all went good, and you like seeing that again?
Yes, and I'm glad people are seeing the Avengers. I'm just waiting for other things.
Right.
Yes.
And
John Wick.
yeah.
John Wick. Yeah, I'll see John Wick any day.
Now, one of the movies that is still playing at the Sawmill Theaters is one that, Tina, you said you had seen, and that's The Mustang. It tells the story of Roman Coleman, a violent convict who, given the chance to participate in a rehabilitation therapy program involving the training of wild Mustangs, has some pretty interesting experiences. And you liked this one, didn't you?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I really did. I thought it was very touching and yet not saccharine, sugary.
Not real syrupy, yeah.
No, it was very interesting
Mhm.
and sort of sorrowful, but in a good way.
Right.
You know, there's so many people who are incarcerated and or damaged emotionally, and the relationship with animals is often such a bright light.
Yeah.
You know, dogs, horses, and everything. But
Sure.
really, honestly, this relationship between this convict and this Mustang is so interesting to watch, because this guy has anger issues,
Right.
and he has to get that that's not going to work with the horse.
You know, there's something really special when you just look into the eyes of a horse. That there's something special going on there, and it sounds like this will be a very interesting movie, especially with all of our equine-focused folks.
Got
here.
hay?
got the alfalfa, dude. Anyway, now one of the movies that Craig has said is his favorite of all time that's playing, it's, matter of fact, it left yesterday, was Ugly Dolls. How did that do for you?
Oh, just great. Yeah, we had to get rid of it. It was doing so good. We were overflowing the theater,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we had to, just for space concerns, get rid of it.
Meanwhile, back at reality. So did it do
Yeah,
did you fairly
just-
good though?
No, it really didn't.
No?
Not nationally either. Just you know, it got good reviews.
Yeah. But as far as box office
Just
attendance,
didn't
kind of
really-
staying, huh?
No, just didn't really catch on. It happens sometimes.
Yeah, well, but you have,
It's,
and you have some other real noteworthy movies about to come upon us.
Coming up, yeah. Actually, so what we got is Mustang, The Intruder, and Shazam will all be leaving next week. Then we've got Palms coming in. Diane Keaton.
Palms, P-A-L-M?
P-O-M-S. Palms.
Palm, as in like Palm cheerleaders.
Cheerleaders, yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's these older women put together a cheer team.
A geriatric cheer
Yeah.
team. I'm into it.
Raw.
I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
All right, so they're all doing somersaults and cartwheels.
Backflips, yes.
Yeah, sure, that happens a lot.
That should be a good one though. And then John Wick is next week also.
Right.
Um,
And this is what Tina's been waiting for since the last John
Yes.
Wick movie.
Yeah.
and A Dog's Journey.
Right.
It's another one with Dennis Quaid.
You know, if we sat and went goo-goo eyes over, you know, some of the hot females on these shows and talked about a lot, Tina would be offended.
Oh, no. I mean, I look at, remember, I'm a movie guy, right?
Oh, there you go.
So.
Hey, we got a caller on the line at 17 minutes past the hour. Hi, you're on Rim Country Forum. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, you know, I don't think we'll be getting that one up here.
Is it just doing
Yeah.
limited release on that, or what?
Yeah, it's just one of those that kind of slid through. It's kind of it was a bit of a remake on Big.
On Big.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so
the Tom Hanks.
so kind of a reverse where an adult woman becomes little then, or
You know, I'm not really sure.
one can only imagine.
Someone gets
So,
turned into something.
so caller, where did you see about this movie? Okay, apparently somewhere else. Anyway, you know, so well, sorry, we're not going to have that one at the theater for you, but we got some great stuff coming up. Also, we want to find out from you this morning. We've got an abbreviated show because we have folks with the Wild Bass Tournament coming in here in a little bit to talk about what's going on out at Green Valley Park tomorrow. But we want to find out about hey, your favorite mother in a movie. And as Mother's Day, of course, is on Sunday, what do you think? Your favorite movie mother? Give us a chance, or give us a call rather, at 474-2427. We'll be back to Rim Country Forum coming up on 20 minutes past the hour, 59 degrees, looking for that high of 65 today. More on weather coming up in a few minutes. Meanwhile, in our first half hour this morning, talking with our hometown movie guys, Tina, Craig, and Andy. And now let's talk about, because Mother's Day is Sunday, movie mothers. Tina, we'll start with you because you're female, and it seems like the right thing to do.
And I'm at least a doggy mother.
There you go.
Yes.
Well, so famous mothers, in
I
your
was
opinion, in
thinking
movies?
Sandra Bullock in The Blind Side. That is such a beautiful movie.
I don't think
And
I've seen
really, oh man.
That comes as a shock because I've seen it.
True
Yeah,
story,
right,
too.
True
Wow.
story.
Really?
Yeah, true story, and it's
Huh.
really, really beautiful. She is wonderful in that.
Right.
It's the epitome of all the good things about motherhood.
Wow.
Yeah,
And it's called what again?
The Blind Side.
The Blind Side. How long ago
Yes.
was that out?
Oh,
Few
about
years,
5, 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
blind side. Check
Yeah.
that out.
And then for
But
like,
wait, there's more.
the dark side of motherhood,
Right?
The Grifters with Angelica Houston.
She always kind of plays the dark side of most
Yeah,
everything.
let me tell you, that's one of my favorite movies, actually. I haven't thought about it for a while, but I've seen it probably about 10 or 12 times.
Mhm.
And she plays the mother of John Cusack, and Annette Bening is in that movie. And it's a dark movie, but man, it's really good.
Hmm.
It's really good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Andy,
Yeah, that was before Annette Bening got all hagged out, you know, she's
Yeah.
early in her career.
Oh,
and
she's a
She's
babe.
very perky.
Yeah, she's a baby.
and that's not the case now?
And there's full frontal nudity in that one.
Well, that's so
Yeah.
redeeming
Of
qualities for you.
Annette,
too.
not Angelica, but yeah.
There is a
I remember
connection, okay.
Angelica Houston is the daughter of John Houston.
Is that, I never got that connection.
Oh, definitely.
So-
And the sister of Danny Houston,
So she had a big connection with movies
Yes.
right from the get-go.
right from the get-go.
Wow, very interesting. All right, so Craig, when you think of mothers in movies, any favorites?
Definitely Aliens.
Yes.
The Alien
Oh,
Queen.
definitely.
Yes, the
Alien
Alien Queen
Queen.
fighting Sigourney Weaver.
That's your favorite mother?
Definitely, yeah.
I think Fred would have really liked to have met you.
The other one too, the Alien Queen, Full Frontal.
Oh.
Full Frontal and the Alien Queen.
Oh, definitely,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, full frontal.
I'm steering clear of all of the one-liners that are passing through my mind right now. Wow, so an alien movie, and then I'm guessing. Well, go ahead. Yes.
That's, yeah.
I'm
She's
guessing
fighting for her kids. It's,
Right.
Well, and
All-
Sigourney
all-
Weaver is very motherly in that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
there is that famous line, "Get away from her, you."
Ah.
Yeah.
Which a word you can say in the movies, but not on television.
Not on television, not on radio.
Not on radio.
Yeah.
All right, so Andy, I got to ask you then, as far as mothers in movies, favorite mother? There must be a mother to a bunch of zombies or something out there, right?
Zombie Mom.
Zombie moms, I don't think so. I don't know. Nothing really comes to mind.
Well,
Okay, how about Angela Lansbury in The Manchurian Candidate?
Oh, there's an interesting choice.
She's a mother, and she plays the mother of Lawrence Harvey, who, they were about the same age when they did the movie.
Mhm.
So it was really interesting for her to be the mother, but she was the machination, evil mother behind The Manchurian Candidate. That is a great movie, by the way, and Frank Sinatra is in that, and what a wonderful actor he was. People don't give him enough credit.
And if you have an opinion, feel free to give us a call, 474-2427. Let me shift the gear just a little bit. How about,
Didn't Angela Lansbury play opposite Elvis Presley in a romantic musical?
I don't know.
I think she did.
You might know, but I don't.
I think she did.
wow. All right, so let's switch gears just a little bit. How about favorite mother in a TV show?
Oh, the Brady Bunch.
Brady Bunch?
Yeah.
Here's a story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice. I'm thinking the mom, and I can't remember her real name, that played the mother on the Waltons. I thought that was that kind of a quintessential mother part. I don't remember her name for the life of me. She was in a few different shows, but that one goes back a few years. All the kids out there saying the Walton what? The
Yeah.
Waltons?
I always liked Harriet Nelson.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh,
on
yeah.
Ozzie and
Yeah,
Harriet,
right?
Ozzie and Harriet, yeah.
And what about Donna Reed?
Oh, definitely. She
Donna
was
Reed,
wonderful.
yeah. And what was Leave It to Beaver? What was his mom's name? That was another one from back in that era.
Sure.
That's on the tip of my frontal lobe, and I can't quite scratch it.
But back to the movies.
Right.
One of the movies that Cher is very famous for is being the mother in the movie Mask.
Oh, right, of the
Wonderful.
Elephant
Yes.
Man. Or no,
that was but I mean,
yeah.
it was a similarly deformed
right.
kid whose mom really just, man, she was like the tiger mom.
That movie affected me because I grew up and went all the way through 8 years in grade school with a kid who had a very similar challenge.
Oh.
And just seeing how he was treated by other kids and everything was
Yeah.
really, it left a real lasting impression, even at an early age. I thought, man, I get parents wanting to put a kid into regular school so they have a chance at a normal life, but this kid's life was anything but normal, and most of it was because of the insensitivity of other kids, in my
Yeah.
opinion. So kind of
Well,
sad.
Cher is really remarkable as an
Yeah.
actress.
Yeah.
And that was one of her great parts, in my opinion.
And not a bad singer either.
Yeah.
You can turn back time. 25 minutes past 9 o'clock, 59 degrees. Any particular TV show, Mom, that comes to mind, Andy?
besides Harriet Nelson?
Besides Harriet Nelson, yeah.
Nah.
I didn't like your first answer. So that's one for you. How about you, Craig? Any particular, when it comes to TV shows that you watched as you were growing up and everything, or today for that
Yeah,
matter?
well, today we were talking a little bit about Santa Clarita Diet, going to the Zombie Mom, Drew Barrymore.
Ah,
It's on Netflix right now. It's
and the name of the movie is what?
Santa Clarita Diet.
And-
They got a couple seasons of it.
And it's a zombie flick?
Yeah, Drew Barrymore is turned into a zombie, and this family just proceeds to exist as normally as they can, and it's really good, very funny.
Sounds like a tasty
Yeah.
movie, a lot of brain food involved. 26 minutes past 9 o'clock, back to the phones. Hi, you're on Room Country Forum, good morning. Oh,
Excellent choice.
really good choice.
Yes, yes. Yes, another, I love Gina Rowlands. She was married to, oh my gosh, just had brain fade. Yeah, but he played in Rosemary's Baby. He was the husband.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'll have to look that up. but-
So what is it, Caller, what is it about those movies that stand out, with you as those being, exceptionally good? Right?
Yeah. I agree with you. Yeah. Yep. Oh my gosh, yes, she was wonderful.
Archie!
Edith! Edith! Oh, Edith. Oh, Edith.
Yeah. Quit calling him Meathead.
Yes, well, he is a meathead.
Hey, did you hear that they're going to actually be doing a remake on
Oh.
the All in the Family?
No.
And the guy that, God, just like that, his name escapes me, that's going to be playing the part of Archie Bunker. Gosh, he's played some pretty dark parts lately. Oh, his name escapes me. Sorry I even brought it up.
They're never going to be. It's like Blazing Saddles. They
Yeah.
can't remake it the way it was.
Yeah, well, I don't think, there's a lot of the one-liners that came out of that show you couldn't do today
Oh,
without
no.
everybody, having a gastrointestinal distress or something.
Exactly.
All right, so what about bad moms? I mean, bad moms. Any particular in movies or
Yes,
TV shows?
Mommy Dearest.
Oh, that's
Yes,
that's a good
Faye
choice.
Dunaway playing Joan Crawford.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, and Carrie, Piper Laurie,
Oh, yeah.
playing Carrie's mom.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Bad mom.
Bad mom.
Yeah.
And we still go back to throw mama through. Another caller on the line, 28 minutes past 9. Hi, you're on Room Country Forum. Thanks for calling. Hey, Sally, what are you thinking this morning? Oh, there, Laura,
yes,
Laura,
Ingalls.
Laura, yeah.
She was the kid, but I
Right.
can't remember who played her, but she was wonderful.
Mrs. Engel.
Mrs. Laura's mom.
Yeah. That was and I remember as a kid, I liked watching that show. It was my mom was really addicted to it, so I didn't really have a choice. I had to watch it. But I thought that show was done pretty well. And of course, the father on Little House on the Prairie, who was also in
Michael,
Bonanza, Landon.
Michael
Michael
Landon.
Landon,
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yes,
he
but
was-
he was also in, come on,
Other shows.
Gunsmoke.
Bonanza.
I mean Bonanza.
Bonanza.
Oops.
Dun,
Yes,
dun, dun,
Bonanza.
dun, dun, dun,
Yes,
dun,
yes,
dun,
yes,
dun.
yes.
Yeah, Little Joe.
Little Joe.
Yeah, well, he had a long and storied career.
Yes, he did.
But had a lot of great messages in some of his work too. Good points. Thanks for bringing that up. And again, you had something you wanted to add?
Yeah, I'd just like to wish a happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there in Radio Land.
There you go.
Yes, and ditto.
And ditto and stuff. And, maybe it's a good weekend to take mom to the theater. They got a lot of great movies. Again, Pokemon Detective Pikachu playing, The Intruder, The Avengers Endgame, Shazam, The Mustang, and Ugly Dolls, all playing at Sawmill Theaters. Of course, you can always find out what's playing and when it's playing by just going online to sawmilltheaters.com or calling 602-377-0719. Thanks to the movie guys for being with us this morning, our hometown movie guys, that is. And we have to